Hi guys, welcome to the Gig Economy Podcast. Thank you so much for supporting us. My name is Jason. I'm one of the hosts, and I'd love you to support Irvine's Auto Repair, Grand Rapids Hybrid, and EV. They are the studio sponsor of the Gig Economy Podcast. They are local to Grand Rapids. Call them 532-6600 or schedule service online, irvines.com. That's ERVINES.com. 532-6600. Thank you, Irvines, for supporting the Gig Economy Podcast. Also, Hurdler. Check out the link in the description or the show notes. Hurdler is it's your tool for taxes. Like, it tracks your mileage. You can write off expenses. It's the premium version of anything out there that you can get. The automatic tracking of mileage is great because, y'all going to forget to write that stuff down. So check them out. Hurdler. Description is in the show notes. And, of course, patreon.com/gigeconpodcast, or just search Gig Economy Podcast in the Patreon website. You can support us there. 2 tiers, $5 a month gets you the pre-show banter, and the $10 a month gets you the pre-show banter, extra interviews a month, and a piece of merch from the Gig Economy Podcast. All right, guys, thank you so much for supporting us. I hope you enjoy this incredible show. Thanks. Hi, guys. Welcome to the Gig Economy Podcast. Thank you so much for joining us. My name is Jason, and that sexy man is Jesper, and this studio is sponsored by Irvine's Auto Repair, Grand Rapids Hybrid, and EV, and I realize I don't have their logo up. There we go. No, I don't like that one. Perfect. Thank you guys for joining us so much. We are professionals. Welcome to the show. Anything that you want to know about this show, if you're the first time listening or tuning in, go to gigeconomyshow.com. Everything there you need, gigeconomyshow.com. It's also in the description of everything. There's also a link tree in there for all of the other stuff, but we would really like you to go to gigeconomyshow.com.
And you can go to gigeconomyshow.com/links for the link tree.
Yep, all that stuff. So, how's everybody doing tonight? Just check in. Janet's here. Woo-woo! Steve. Oh, Gary from Middleton. All these long intros.
Yep.
Who else is here? Laura. How's it going, Laura? Laura, yes, I love it. Laura that drives the Ford is it Festiva? Festia?
Ford Fiesta.
Oh I am so uncultured.
How do you not know it's a Ford Fiesta?
Oh my gosh. Oh, hey, who's this from Twitch? This is
Mavizo.
No, that's Miguel. Remember Miguel? He went quiet for a while. Hi, Miguel.
Of course I remember Miguel.
Oh my goodness. Long time no chat. So real quick, we have a TikTok. I would love for you to follow us on there. Do it right now. Go off your phone, go to tiktok.com and search the Gig Economy Podcast and follow.
You might see Jason naked.
No, that goes against the terms of service and my pride. And we also have a Facebook group where you guys can talk and bitch and, spread your QAnon stuff. I mean, go ahead and do it. Nope, don't do that. If you just search the Gig Economy Podcast on Facebook, you'll see the group there. Did you want to say something, Jesper?
No.
All right. I want to mention our Patreon members. I just saw your comment. Keith from Indiana, Janet from New Zealand, Larry from Bowling Green, Samson from Grand Rapids, Steve from Colorado, Chris from Grand Rapids, James from Fort Collins, and Bud Dickman. Thank you guys for supporting the show.
Bud Dickman.
We love Bud. We love Bud and we love Dick, man. Hey, I got some new sounders. I got to wait till John's in here from California to play it, but I'm excited to play it. I hope he joins the show so I can play it. You know what, Steve? You and your fucking TikToks. You don't even have the date right. You put March 3rd we're streaming. We're not. It's March 2nd today, brah.
It's okay. Thank you so much, Steve, for all your support.
Steve. He always talks about us. So yeah, check out Steve's TikTok on Rideshare Rodeo. But if you go to his and follow him first,
wait. Did you say TikTok?
I may have.
That's something else.
Yeah, it is something else. So yeah, if you want to connect with Jesper or me on Telegram, that's a messaging app like WhatsApp. Yep. We also have a community group called the Gig Economy Chat. Join us there. We'd love to have you in there to talk. We had a few new members. They didn't talk, and then we've had 2 members leave. So I don't know.
I might be back soon.
He might be back. Mask mandate could be going away soon.
I know that we want to talk a little bit. Well, we're not going to talk a lot about that tonight, but tell me guys' opinion about the mask mandate. What's going to happen?
Boy.
I just read a few articles. Obviously, I have a 16-year-old, well, I have 2 kids, right? And so they're used to driving the school bus every morning. And so that mask mandate for the school buses was disappeared on February 25th. So they don't have to do it on school buses anymore.
Right.
But does that mean that the rest of the transportation mask mandate is on its way out as well?
I think it is on its way out.
I think so too.
I mean, my wife says the numbers is at like 4% at the hospital. I mean, it's plummeting. So
well, and then the TSA, that's the one that's technically going to expire by March 18th.
Yes,
but supposedly, if the CDC don't remove it, the TSA is supposed to like renew it. So I guess we'll have to see how it goes. But the moment the mask mandate is off, I am going to make strides to get back on the road because I actually just got the notice the other day from Uber that I no longer have access to my driver app.
Oh my gosh! I like how you reworded that. I'm like waiting for you to like commit to it. I'm gonna pull the clip of you saying it. So, well,
I'm gonna make strides to get back on the road.
I love that.
My goal is to be back on the road once a week at least.
Yeah.
And probably, I don't know, 4 to 6 hours once a week.
Who's excited about we may have a normal summer other than, the $17 a gallon for gas we're going to pay this summer because, something going on in the Ukraine, but.
Yes, on the road. Yeah, thank you, Miguel.
I don't know how I remember that was him. I'm pretty sure that is him. If I'm right, Miguel, can you let me know?
And if we're wrong, we're sorry.
Yeah, if we're wrong, I know that person's been in here before, but anyways.
So, and you brought up the gas prices, right? We can't all afford a Tesla like Leo.
Yeah. We're going to be talking about a Tesla in a little bit, about somebody that need a cosigner. It was not Leo.
No, that was not Leo.
I promise you that.
Leo is a good friend from Detroit, and
yeah,
definitely it's awesome that he was able to do that. So we are very happy.
I'm excited for him. He's not supposed to get it till October, but I'm super stoked. And he did talk about something about a $5,000 bonus from Lyft if you get an EV. It is Miguel. Good. I can't believe I didn't remember that. But that's pretty exciting. Plus the rebate from the government. So he's going to get quite the discount on the price of that
It'll
car.
be interesting to see.
Okay, moving on a couple more things. Talk about our radio show that is not on this Friday. So
there's best of on Friday.
Best of, yeah. They're taking the other hosts are taking some, I don't know, they got shit to do. So we will not be live this Friday. Now, it is Jesper's week. Tell me the rules on this. So Jesper said he just gets an off week, and I have to go back next week because we are alternating now. And he's like, no, man, this is my week. It's not my fault that they took the week off. And I kind of agree with him. I thought about it later, and it's like, it's the luck of the draw. So
I know, right?
We do enjoy it. You can go to tncradio.live, download their Android or iOS app. You can listen live. They also do replay our stuff. I don't know, like I don't know the time actually, but they do replay our stuff every day. Podcast.
And then they replay one of our podcasts after the show and stuff. So a good time.
No.
What is best of Jason? That's what I want.
No, he's saying, will they really do a best of, Jason? He's asking me a question.
They said they were going to do a best of.
Yeah.
So,
anyways, hopefully they do. If they don't, it is what it is.
I want to know, what is the best of Jason?
Do you want me to take my shirt off?
I've been hinting at it all night.
Oh, that's great. Hey, Gig Lebowski, thanks for coming. And then, of course, Steve from Rideshare Rodeo, I think I say in our podcast description, our brother from another mother. He's always promoting us. I appreciate him so much. Check out his show. You can go to ridesharerodeo.com or uberliftdrivers.com. He records 17 million times a week. I don't know how he keeps up with it, but I know he drops stuff on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Tuesdays is an interview, and Thursdays usually a YouTube live, I think. If I got that wrong, Steve, I'm sorry. But I think it's Tuesday and Thursday, so check him out. Please. Appreciate it. Stories from the road. I have zilch. I just was talking to Jesper. I don't really think I don't know. I don't think of getting stories. If it doesn't stand out like someone tried to run me off the road, I don't really have any stories. So still doing Walmart. Gig work's been really slow. I've kind of banned taking passengers, and not because of the pandemic, because the numbers are going down. I just don't want to do it. And there's not been very many bonuses on Uber. Now, Lyft had streak bonuses like one after another this week. But from what I got from Matt Davis, one of the guys in the group from Grand Rapids, that there were so many drivers out, he couldn't even get a ride. So it's like when they make it too great, you can't do it, or they just don't give you anything at all. So
now we are going to have a point later on in the show tonight where we are talking a little bit about Beer Fest, what was last week. So it has been a good week here in Grand Rapids. Not quite back to what it used to be, but definitely better than normal. So that's exciting to know.
Yeah. Steve asks, is Spark still paying good? Yeah, they have bumped down the minimum to $19.50. Which still is great, I'll be honest with you. But yeah, so it's still doing good. We'll see what happens this fall. I did get a return to work date, so I will be working in 18 days. I will be back to work. So I'll be done with gig work for a while. Oh, my boy's here.
Your boy, there you go, John.
You ready, John? You ready for this? Mad disrespectful. I told him I was going to create a t-shirt and a drop. Here we go. Mad disrespectful.
So I got an interesting email this week from Lime, right? We got to talk about that a little bit.
Oh, the scooters?
Cool. Yeah, right. So the Lime scooters are back.
Yes.
So they're about to put them back on the market here in Grand Rapids. And so, hey, this is very exciting, guys. If you need to add another gig to your whole, well, what is it? Hamper of
bucket?
Buckets, all your buckets. You can be a lime juicer. It's pretty easy. But it's also, you gotta be organized. You gotta get it down. And as Jason said, hopefully this year they have improved the apps, so it's somewhat easier to drop off the damn limes.
Yeah, I would do it on a random, like if I was heading home for the day,
right?
I would grab 10, but to return them, the GPS was horrible. Like the geofence, it was just not worth the struggle.
Right.
So, but if you're willing to put the time in and figure it out, I mean, yeah, I got paid on those, but I had to submit pictures to support, and it was just clunky. But if the app works and I had a trailer, I would do it this summer. I think you could clean up on the weekend.
But you got to be able to do 10 at a time.
At least 10 at a time.
Because otherwise it's
$2-3.
Well, yeah, but you also say it was taking 3 to 4 hours at least to charge one, right? So you got to be able to charge 10 at the same time.
Yeah, so you got to invest for the chargers.
Right, but they're not that expensive.
No, they're like $10 a piece.
So yeah, and it's a business expense, right? So you get that back. So,
yeah.
So yeah. But anyways, so if you want to add a bucket, lime juices.
Yeah, check it out. I didn't even know they took them off the road. It for the longest time this winter, it'd be snow and they'd be on there. And I think probably by January they took them off.
I thought it was so funny. I got an email earlier in January basically stating that they weren't accepting them back. And so if somebody had them, stored at their houses.
Really?
Yeah. Then they would give them $1 extra when they returned.
Oh my!
Per lime.
Really?
Yeah. So basically, they would get them stored for free all winter long at somebody's house.
So I wonder if they would punish you if you just dropped them off and said, "I ain't keeping these things for 2 months."
You wouldn't get the money.
But who would do that? Well, let's say you happen to collect like 40 of them and you're stuck with these. Oh my!
Hey, you get $1 for each of them.
Oh wow! Freaking idiots. All right, moving on.
What a business model.
Right. Irvine's Auto Repair, Grand Rapids Hybrid, and EV, who just said that they are going to do their car show in August. I know it's only March, but they just promoted it. They haven't done it the last couple of years because of the pandemic, of course. But yeah, that's going to be cool. I know one of your other sponsors, Eric Zane, is going to be hosting it, but I'm sure Jesper and I will be down there just hanging out. It'll be cool to see some old cars. But this is literal. If you are listening to this right now, my car is going in the shop tomorrow. Irvine's Auto Repair, Grand Rapids Hybrid, and EV, 532-6600. Schedule online. They keep upgrading the tech and making it so much easier to communicate with them. It's going in for an oil change and a tire rotation. I'm sure they'll find a bunch of other shit that I probably won't fix. And that's the nice thing is you don't have to fix it if you don't want to. You just hit decline. You don't have that awkward conversation with the mechanic or Megan and Jamie and be like, I can't really afford this right now, which they get that, but at least you can do it right online. Decline, accept. So
right.
Check them out, guys. And if you do reach out to them online, or if they ask where you found, their information, tell them our show, because then it gets back to them, and then they keep paying us.
Even if it's not true, still tell you guys.
Yeah, for sure. Even if it's a lie, please just, do what you can to let them know. So
support us.
They've been great. I love them so much.
Megan is awesome.
Yeah, she's a big supporter of the show. She hasn't been in a while. We're actually going out with them this weekend for my birthday. Y'all, it's my birthday. Sunday. Fucking send me some money. No, I'm just kidding. Who's going to be a Patreon tonight? Who's going to make my birthday become a Patreon? No, I'm just kidding. It is Sunday, and I am going to be 46 years old. And Jesper's was just the 25th, and he's 50.
No, he's not.
Oh, he's not? I like how you talk about yourself. What are you, 48, though, right?
I'm 48.
48, okay. You got me a couple.
50, yeah.
You got me a couple of years. I only said 50 because Mark.
Fuckhead.
Mark, whoops, that's not the right one. Hey, Hannibal. Mark, yeah, said 50, and it made me come right out of my mouth.
I'm not over the hill yet, Mark.
Yeah, you know what that is? Mad disrespectful.
Yeah, that is true. That is true.
All right, first up for the show tonight, Uber's new pay for long models. This is out of, I don't know where this is from, Arlington. But I've seen this in the Detroit market. We talked about this last show, how Uber was changing up their pricing, and they were giving a lot less pricing for their long trips and more for their short trips. But look at this, the people that are listening to the podcast. It is a 58-minute, 33-mile trip, and the dude's getting paid $25. But that's including the $1.25 surge. So, yeah, you're talking like $23.75 to go 33 miles. And why does this even say long trip? Because it's going to take 58 minutes. Okay, it must be parking.
Why would you do that?
I know, but if this comes to Grand Rapids, no one's going to do this. Like, it's an automatic conversation. Hey, I'm going to need $25 on Venmo to do this ride. I'm just not doing it otherwise.
Can you imagine going to what's it called, the Tech Fest up north for $25?
Oh, the Electric Forest?
Yeah.
I mean, that's almost this. That would be a trip from, it probably would be a little bit longer, but it's probably a trip from Grand Rapids to Muskegon for $25.
Yeah, no way. No.
I ain't doing it. I ain't doing it anymore.
Exactly, Laura. Decline.
I mean, I wouldn't decline. I would accept it. And I would immediately message them like, here's my Venmo. If you want to give me $25 to cover the cost of gas, I'll do it. If not, peace. Like, no hard feelings.
Peace.
Yeah, it's just I'm not doing it for that much. So
no, I agree.
I want to see some of the posts that show the shorter rides. You know what I mean? Because you can kind of spot a ride and be like, that seems fair. You know what I mean? Or it seems terrible, but
it's the same.
I think it also is like a trip from Grand Rapids to Kalamazoo. I would usually get like $34, $35. That would be like a $20 ride.
Right. No, we ain't doing that.
No, so you better hope that doesn't come to your market.
I mean, if you can do this, maybe you can drive me to Chicago this summer. I'll give you $50.
Yeah. Yeah, my boy, John, with a $2 birthday chat. Thank you. That is not mad disrespectful.
No, it's not.
So, yeah, I hope that doesn't come to our market. That's all I want to say about that. So,
all I can say is this, yeah.
With the rate,
but there's going to be people taking them. That's the problem, right? There's still going to be people taking them.
People take the $2 DoorDash orders. I bet I declined through Gary's app today, Middleton Tech. I bet I declined 100 DoorDash today and took 3. I mean, that's how bad it is right now. I don't understand your question. With Radar, I get nothing but long pickups.
So,
Radar.
It's not a question.
Yeah.
So on Radar, he gets all the long one. And so that's going to be it, though, right? I mean, that's going to be all the long pickups are going to be on the Radar because nobody wants them.
Yeah, that's true. Oh, that makes sense, what Gary said then. No one's taking them. Yeah, who's going to take them since they cut the rates?
I'm not driving an hour back and forth for $25.
I'm telling you, get your Cash App and your Venmo on a copy and paste so you can just set it in there. So, I mean...
Don't go there off the app, right? Because you want to make sure that the insurance is there and all that stuff. But
yes. Now, I will let you know, it is against terms and services to do that because... you're asking for money outside the app, but I mean, I've done it plenty of times and I've never had an issue. So I mean, plenty. Let's say probably a dozen times.
But I've also seen a couple of times online where you see the comments that people get deactivated for asking for it.
Yeah, it happens, but I don't see it very much.
No.
I mean, I think they're going to be more graceful, I guess the word is, if you did it on the app but just took cash extra as a tip. You could just say it was a tip. You know what I mean? I wonder, so I don't think this could happen. Could the person that you did that to, could they report you to Uber even though you didn't take the ride? Because let's say they said no and you just canceled the ride.
Then it wouldn't be anything to report on, right?
So what would I would wonder how that would work. Because what happened if you had like a terrible interaction, right? You start screaming, you guys are fighting, let's say, and you cancel the ride. It's like that person can't report you at all. Like, what if they took a screenshot of you before I'm just speculating, and if
maybe they can.
I would just be worried, but yeah. Gary says I negotiate all the time for long rides. You gotta. Gas is almost. I mean, $4. Well, okay, I'm exaggerating. It's $3.79 today. I paid $3.79.
I think I just paid $3. I think I paid $89.
Did you? It keeps going up. Now I do use Get Upside and my Amazon Flex card. Since I hustled Amazon November, December, I got a 4%. And this month of March, they're doubling that to 8% for the first 15 days. So couldn't have come at a better time.
That's pretty good.
Oh, my boy, Matt Davis. He's actually on the live stream. What's up? I was talking about you earlier in the show. I don't know if I said your name, but
I'll tip you in the app.
Yeah. All right.
Yep. No, it's true.
Jesper wants to talk about the rideshare guy.
Do I want to talk about it?
No. I always want to say we do use some of the rideshare guys' links and articles. He does a great job, and we appreciate him doing that.
Absolutely. So this story is about Instacart adding Lowe's as one of their vendors.
Yeah.
I guess it's called a vendor, right? So basically, within long, you'll be able to get same-day delivery and even sometimes within hours. For things that you need for your home improvement project from Lowe's. So that's kind of cool. That'll be the first home, I guess what is it called? Home appliance store, whatever you want to call, home improvement products on the platform that they're adding on to.
Well, it's interesting. Home Depot is going with Walmart. I keep saying they're going with Spark. Like Walmart Spark is Home Depot's on there. So Lowe's is going with
when are they going to open?
It's doing that in some areas, some markets already, just not in Grand Rapids yet.
So they're going to pilot same-day delivery in as fast as 1 hour it doesn't say where.
Probably not everywhere. Although, why wouldn't you?
No, it's not everywhere. Oh, hang on. It's same day will be initially available in Boston and Charlotte.
Okay.
Yep.
I mean, I love it. I love the idea that you're working on a project at home and you need a box of nails. And because how annoying is it when you like run out of tool, like break a tool, or you want to go buy a new tool?
But half the time I go there, I don't know exactly what I need. See, I bring a part with me because it's a fitting I need, something,
Yes, when it comes to that, you can't do it online. You have to go. But like if you know the box of nails that, like, look, you ran out of nails, you look at the box, you just go online, do it. I mean, I very rarely actually shop in store. I order all my stuff online and pick it up curbside.
Okay. See, I go in.
Do you?
Because I don't really know exactly what size nail I need and all that shit.
I know. I'm just saying if you knew what you needed.
Well, sure.
Yeah. So I think it's a good idea. I'm glad that all these companies are stepping up. Makes more work for us. Now, will I get on Instacart because of this? Probably not.
So here's the thing. So I'm going to be putting up probably like 250 feet of fencing this year. So I should just order that on Instacart, right?
And tip $2.
Yeah, $2.50 I was thinking.
Oh, okay. Oh my gosh, that'd be terrible.
But yeah, the new house don't have any fencing.
It doesn't?
Hint.
I ain't helping you again. I'm not. No, actually, I kind of enjoyed that.
I know. We had fun.
We got to rent that big old auger, though. We're not doing that shit.
No. Hell no. Yeah.
Remember we tried to do it once. We like hit it, and I was like, nah, let's go rent one.
We tried like 10 minutes. We was digging a hole, and then we were renting one.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Hey, real quick before I move on, Gary, he's on here, and he owns the or developer, owns it too, Maximo and Driver Utility Helper. If you guys, he needs a screenshot of Lyft is now offering package. I guess in Grand Rapids, I didn't know that. And you can't really filter it on the Lyft app. So you have to take rides and packages. But if you do happen to get one, can you get a screenshot and send it to me or Gary or whatever? Because he needs that. Because I was like, hey, Gary, could you set this filter on me for Lyft so I don't have to take rides, but I could take packages? Just throwing it out there. If you guys have seen that, please send it to me or Gary.
I want to be hurt by a delivery driver. Is that what you're thinking, Matthew?
What did he say? Yesers wants to be hurt by a driver. You know what? If I got a $2, well, first of all, I wouldn't take that.
No.
But second of all, if I did, I would back up and just hit the gas and let the shit roll out down the driveway. And you got a hill going up your house.
It's only $2,500 worth of fencing, you know.
Oh, whatever. John, no, it's Lowe's on IC now, not
Yeah. Home Depot is on Spark.
Yep.
Which is Walmart's.
Yeah, it's weird, right? Because it's not actually Walmart's app, I don't think. I don't know. Because we get hired through DDI.
If not, yeah.
But it's not really, because the app sucks.
So then it'll be through DDI, right?
I think it will be, but it uses
DDI isn't Sparks either, right? They just use that Spark. Yeah.
If you look at it, so it's the Walmart logo, and it just says Spark Driver on it. It doesn't say anything like Walmart, but I don't know. But DDI is like the middleman, so I don't know. But anyways.
But again, that's another one, right? If you want to sign up for yet another bucket, you can go to DDI.
Yeah. Well, that's right now they do have other jobs in different areas of the country. So actually you should look at DDI because DDI for us.
So what is that, DDIwork.com?
I think, why don't you Google it while I'm getting the next one ready?
Yep.
But don't search DDI.com because that's not it. I did that a million times. But, so, yeah, check them out because in certain areas of the country, they work with other companies other than Walmart.
Yeah, DDIwork.com, that is Delivery Drivers Inc. And basically, that's just another bucket for you to get independent gig work. Yep.
Cool. Imagine carry all that heavy shit from Lowe's and getting tip baited. Oh, that would be.
Exactly.
Disrespectful. Yes, that would be.
I just want 2 5-gallon buckets of outside paint, please.
Oh, my gosh. Go to Curry for that. All right. We're like 30 minutes in and we're on our second article.
But there's lots of good stuff to talk about.
I know. It's good conversation. I love it. So this is from DoorDash, your Dasher Thomas. Hey, your order will be a little late. I have my kids with me and they were getting hungry. Customer, you could have turned my order away then. So just a conversation about people dashing with their kids, which I don't mind that at all. Mothers and kids got to do what they got to do, but don't be saying shit like that. Like,
what's the purpose of sending that text?
Just deliver it and be on with your life. Like, no one cares that you have your kids with with you. Like, just get to work and get it done. I get single moms gotta make shit. Oh, sorry. Hold on. I get single moms you got to do what you got to do.
Absolutely.
And so I'm fine with that as long as they don't destroy the food. Okay, Matt. That's funny you brought that up because Jesper didn't know what this was, but I added this sounder tonight too.
Emotional damage.
If you don't know what that is, you need to get on TikTok.
TikTok, right?
TikTok. John says Walmart Spark is available in California. What? That's crazy. Like DDI is in California.
Yeah, I know. Go to DDIwork.com. Tell them you heard about them from our show, and then figure out what they have in your area.
Well, you can actually put in your zip code, and it'll tell you what's available.
There you go.
Yeah. So
even better. So, anyways, going back to the story about again, same thing, right? I don't care if you have your kids with you.
Yeah.
I actually did drive and deliver one time maybe twice, but my daughter and I did like a Saturday together. And she was just kind of sitting there. It was almost bonding time, right?
Yeah, I tried to get my kids to go on Amazon Flex routes. They were not interested in it at all. But I was like, come on, you can just sit and hand me packages. We can hang out and all this stuff.
Exactly, right? So that was fun.
I mean, I'm not going to pay you, but I mean, just saying.
Matt used to ride around with his wife.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, when he delivers food. So, all right, Jesper.
Good deal.
Tell us about this FedEx driver. This is why. Well, I'll play it and then
I was going to say,
bitch.
just play it.
All right.
It's a lot of fun.
All right, here we go. So I'm going to talk about it. I know you guys can't hear me on the live stream, but the people that are listening to the show on the audio, FedEx driver backing up. He's opening his door. There's actually no sound of this video, so he's sliding this giant package out. I mean, it's big. Is as tall as him and is probably as wide as him. So he's got one out.
It's probably a piece of furniture.
Yeah. 100% piece of furniture. We got something delivered. Avery got a bed frame, and that's what it looked like. So he takes the other one out. All right. He's leaning against the car. I should have added some music to this.
Yeah. And now he's closing the door.
Closing the door. I'm like, what are you doing? He's going to pull away, and then they're just going to drop. It's going to break. Oh, no, it gets worse. All right, he's pulling away. One drops. Oh, no, the other one's caught in the bumper. He just took off with that. What the fuck? Oh, my God.
So the bottom box was caught by the car.
I wonder how long it took him before he figured that out. That's crazy. But what I was going to say about FedEx is they throw their shit like that. They do not care. We did a renovation in the bathroom. Maybe I've talked about this, but we had 2 countertops come from FedEx, and he used to be a Dasher. And they were broken. And then we ordered 2 mirrors, one of them broken. Like,
right.
It's crazy.
Oh, yeah.
And I can't 100% blame it on FedEx, but I mean, UPS doesn't come broken.
I mean, we had a piece of furniture delivered as well. My wife ordered it through Wayfair. I just put that up there, dude.
I'm sorry, I missed it. Just ignore me and just keep going. Did you put this one up too?
No.
No, then fuck
That's
you
good.
then.
So we had a piece of furniture delivered, and I think that was FedEx, and that was nicely delivered. You know,
Yeah.
I mean, 2 boxes just like that.
Yeah, of course, it depends on the driver. It's just not FedEx, but we tend to see the FedEx on the videos doing that. You rarely see a UPS driver doing that. Just saying.
But they have done that. Share stupid things too.
Of
though,
course,
the
of
UPS.
course.
So absolutely.
All right, so we talked about this earlier. This is this is a photo from the Grand Rapids garage sale. This car, if you're listening, is totaled, and his car is totaled. And this is the post, and this is crazy. Well, it actually has to do to gig related at the end. So he says, just got into a car accident, looking for someone to co-sign on a Tesla for me. I have $3,000 saved up and another $3,000 coming from insurance. I'm willing to pay you monthly on top of the car. It'll be good passive income strategy. Message me for more details about how much. I get paid. I work at Amazon. I do Uber, so I need a good car. Please, someone help me. So
yeah, let me put on $45,000 on my debt for you.
Yeah, but it's funny that he offered to pay like on top of his payment too to give the guy money. Like you know what I mean? Like it would be like a rental basically for this guy. But why does he go to Tesla? I mean, that car's fucked up, but I can't tell you what kind of car that is, but it's no Tesla.
Well, if he's asking for a car, he might as well ask for a Tesla.
I guess. I don't know who shared. Did you share this?
Yeah, I
Did you look at any of the comments?
No.
Oh, you need to find that and see what the comments are on that.
But it's like the more anything, it was like, why do you go on Facebook Marketplace? And I mean, unless it could have been just for the fun of it, right?
No, I'm thinking he was scared and desperate because he needed to work.
Yeah, but then don't ask for a Tesla.
That's true.
I mean, if you need to work, go buy a $3,000 junker and move on.
Not only that, he had $3,000 saved up, and he was getting $3,000 from insurance. A $6,000 car.
That's a good car.
That is a decent car.
Absolutely.
What a dumbass.
Yeah, he's better off doing a GoFundMe than posting on.
Yeah, in a Grand Rapids garage sale group. Oh my God. Yeah, you're right, Laura. He probably would get another $3,000. Not from me, but.
And Matt, you're right. Jason, he's gonna line up to co-sign for a wagon for you.
A G-Wagon. Is that a Mercedes or a Beamer?
I don't know.
It's one of those two. I know what he's talking about, but no,
Anyways.
I won't co-sign for my kids. F that. Like you earn on your own. Like this guy's stupid.
It's the principle of asking a complete stranger to put $50,000 on debt on their credit card report for some, for
Yeah, I
No.
mean, that's so strange. I mean, I get it. He may have had some
Emotional damage.
but you still can't ask for strangers for
No.
$50,000.
No,
I mean,
no,
it's
no,
just
no.
not. It's not going to
I mean,
happen.
I will pay it back.
Yeah, I mean, I would if I had the money just to do that. Like if I had that cash, I would need at least 20 grand down.
Well,
I would need 20 grand cash to do that at least.
And let's not, I mean, people who had that kind of money to just make that kind of investment on, they make more than just a couple percentage back on that $50,000 investment.
Right.
You're going to make 10, 20% back. Otherwise, there's no reason to do it.
That's true.
I mean,
That's true. I mean,
so yes, sure. If you can give me 60 grand and you'll sign a piece of, no.
well, my
dumb.
guess is like if he would. So let's just say somebody would do that. They would that guy wouldn't own the car. The person they would own it. So I mean, if you got 20 grand down and let's say he's gonna give you the payment plus
Right.
$200 a month. I understand. Yes, you could go somewhere else and invest, but I mean that wouldn't be a bad deal. And then if the guy, although he would destroy that car, though, it's so hard on your car. But
Oh, well, yeah.
anyways, no one's gonna do that.
Nope.
Get a life.
Don't ask for that. Be real.
Yeah. Anyways, yeah. Take $6 grand. $6 grand. I mean, right now it's not worth great. I mean, the used car market is like the wild, wild west. But before the pandemic, $6 grand would buy you a great used car for Uber and Lyft. And you
take that $6 grand to Mel Trotter Ministries. You got a nice car.
right now you would. You'd get a fucking jalopnik or whatever they call it. All right, support us on Patreon. We would love to have you. An extra podcast a month, a piece of merch. Chris, our patron, just got a T-shirt. We actually have a local company here that's doing the T-shirts now. You can still buy on Redbubble, of course, but our exclusive merch comes locally from here, and I shipped it out to him, so hopefully he's enjoying it. But we'd love to have you. Helps move the show forward. If you love the free podcast, we'd love for you to support us on Patreon. And it just helps us move down the line and keep growing the show. Jesper and I have been grinding for 3 years, and we're slowly growing. We've had a good couple of months.
Oh yeah.
So we are growing, but we'd love if you want to support us. We would love it.
Absolutely, and we won't turn down birthday presents either.
No. I don't know that John. I mean, he sent $2. That I mean, I should be able to deposit or take that out, right? Because it's my birthday gift. Or does that go in the account?
I'll let you take out the amount we get out of it.
80 cents.
Something like that.
No, they don't take that much. All right,
Anyways.
Jesper, this funny guy.
There you go. When people try tipping me cash, I immediately return it and request they tip through the app. Am I wrong?
Am I in the wrong? Yeah, 426 comments. So,
I know.
So who thinks this guy was trolling or he actually was serious about this?
Oh, he's a troll.
You think he's a troll?
Oh,
Well,
yeah.
if you look at his profile picture, he does look a little
I know,
trollish. But
absolutely.
I bet there's people that do that. There are people out there, and I am included most of the time, is I follow the rules. And the rules are you're not supposed to, well, did it say, I don't think you are supposed to get cash, are you?
That guy's a dumbass.
Who said that?
Matt.
Oh, Matt. Yeah. Is it against terms of service to take cash tips?
I don't know.
I don't know either.
I think it's against terms of service to ask for the tips.
Correct. But
I don't know if it's actually
like he handed it back like he's some police officer or something and doesn't want to take a bribe. But I mean, we all know they do that. But Larry thinks he's trolling, so
Oh, absolutely he is.
not as funny as I thought it was. No, Larry says no, it isn't against.
No, it's not against to accept the cash. Maybe.
Yeah, but my point is, yeah, he it's not against terms of service to accept it. Okay.
No, yeah.
All right, we're going to jump into another rideshare guy article. It's 59 things Uber and Lyft drivers should consider having in their car. We're not going over 59 things, but some of the things was interesting. Here's their top picks. A phone mount. Duh.
Yeah.
You say duh, but I mean, there's been times where I've taken rideshare and they're like new drivers. They literally have their phone on their.
Oh, wait, so I can't just have the phone in my lap?
Dude, my buddy Paul that I work with at Weed and Feed,
Yeah.
he works for Jimmy John's. I see him in the Jimmy John's in Granville, and they don't travel far. They're like 2-3 miles, so I see him a lot. That motherfucker does not have a phone mount. I said, Paul, you're old. He's like 58. No, maybe 55. He's an old guy. You can hardly see. Put that thing in a phone. You're driving around. My kids are around this town. Put that frickin' phone in a phone mount. He won't do it. Charger hub and charging cables.
I was considering doing that. I had charging cables, but it got stolen 3 or 4 times.
Yeah, and they get broke. Dash cam, that should be number one.
Absolutely, yep.
All weather floor mats, 100%.
Yeah, less wear on your car.
Yeah, Larry said, watch the old comments. I'm sorry, Larry, but you're young at heart, so you drive till like 4 a.m. and I'm going to bed at 10 o'clock. So sorry, Larry. Why do I keep saying Gary? I'm a dumbass. There's too many Johns and Larrys and all this shit. Something's rubbing, I hear.
Oh,
no,
I'll stop.
It's a
Emotional damage.
It's like a cord. It's like a headphone cord or something.
Okay, sorry.
God, that was funny. Towels for cleaning and for service dogs. That's not a bad idea. If you get a barfer and you can do at least an initial wipe out and leave it in the street because you're not taking it with you. Seat covers. I never did I had leather seats, so I never did seat covers. I know a lot of people do. I think it's kind of you have to if you have fabric seats.
Oh yeah,
just for the wear and tear. Leather is very durable,
right? As
far as for spills and or just sitting on. Mm-hmm. So I think seat covers are good. Illuminated Uber Lyft window sign. I had the Lyft amp I still have the amp. I had
the sign. When you have that, it's helpful that people can see you, but just be aware that there's in the areas you live in, some colors may not be allowed.
Oh yeah, I never thought about that. Yeah.
So yeah.
I had a light up sign for a while. Actually, I think I still have it in my car. That one that had your name on it. That had the Uber and your name. We've all kind of dabbled with them a little bit, but a car cleaning supplies. You can keep them at home, but it's probably good to clean up any barf or anything.
Exactly. I would have a bucket in the back. Yep.
Of just cleaning stuff.
Yeah, well, it was a spray, right? So,
yeah.
Yep.
So, tip jar. What do you think about a tip jar?
I tried it a couple of times. It didn't work.
No, I used to keep cash in the visor clip, above my head,
right, and
maybe on a little bit of the center console. But I don't know if it helped or not.
I saw somebody that was kind of interesting. That did before the election. They had the tip jar for each of them. So if you're gonna vote Democrat or Republican,
I'll see that at coffee shops and stuff like that. Not usually the Democrat one or the Republican.
Also known as I don't care what the fuck you're gonna vote.
Yeah, just
tip me.
Give me a damn tip. Yeah, and then throw up bags.
Well, absolutely, yes. And we would have commercial grade hospital throw up bags. It's super cheap on Amazon and worth it.
One thing, I don't know if this is just a bad link, but the rideshare guy put a $45 camera for a dash cam, and I'm like,
yeah. It's one of those things that to me, it's not worth it to go cheap on it.
No,
you want to make sure that you have a camera that is obviously recording both inside and out.
Correct.
And in night vision. Those are the two key things.
Yeah, for sure. Couple other things, a car back support.
For yourself, for the driver, you mean?
Matt's got funny lines. For the driver, so your back doesn't get sore.
Yeah, I can see that if you drive all the time, 8 hours a day or whatever, yeah.
Matt says, bags, no need, make them ride head out the window. It's what I do. Yeah, but then it goes down the side of your car. I guess it's better than in. A couple other things he added on some of the other lists. A LED flashlight. I do have a flashlight. Mm-hmm. That's more for deliveries when I can't see. And then first aid kit. That's a really good idea. I don't have one.
We had one in the van. I'd never used it, but we had
one.
Well,
yeah, you hope to never use it. A nice neck and headrest so you can take naps when
you're driving?
Yeah, well, not when you're driving, when you have downtime.
Right.
A car seat gap filler organizer so your phone doesn't fall down between the cracks, which has happened to me. Pepper spray? Nah. Y'all, if you spray that pepper spray in your car, it's going to get you too. So I don't know if pepper spray. You better just have a screwdriver. That'd probably be better than pepper spray.
Screwdriver.
Yeah. And so there's a bunch of other stuff. So
Matt says the car was a subscription.
yeah, of course.
Yep.
I still use mine, but I mean, mine's just because I don't like what it looks like. I'm not really taking passengers. I have taken some passengers, but I'm kind of tired of it now. So anyways, so those are some tips from the rideshare guy. I like most of them. This is what Steve said. Dashcam now is very important to have it upload to the cloud. People have become aware that most cams use SD cards, so if you grab the dash cam and the footage is gone. I agree. I do agree. But the one camera that we actually were given just to use, a Blackview, was terrible. It was so clunky. But I think they've come a long way with cloud service.
Right.
Unfortunately, the camera that we love doesn't have cloud service yet, and I wish they would get on board with that, Van True.
Yeah. No, I mean, absolutely the same. I want to do the same. But
Someone is not going to pop out that SD card. They might grab the camera, but they're not going to know how to pop the SD card out.
But it doesn't matter if they steal the camera.
Correct.
The footage is gone.
That is true. That's such a good point. But, it's better than nothing, right? Jerry says he carries wasp spray. That's probably better than...
I bet that hurts.
Well, yeah, but I don't think it does what pepper spray does and gets in your own eye. It just
I bet it hurt them.
and it shoots out like a cannon.
I know.
Damn, dude.
Not a bad idea, Jerry. I might want to add that one.
Yeah, I don't know where I'd put it though. Those cans are usually giant. I mean, I already have an area for my pee bottle. I mean, I don't want to, displace that.
You can just use your pee bottle. Who cares?
I'd never get that smell out of the car. Oh my gosh.
Well, you just, report it to them.
As a cleaning fee? All right, moving on. You want to talk about this one in California?
Yes. So I haven't actually done So had a crazy shift yesterday. Ended up taking an hour longer than scheduled. Reached out to support, and this was the email I got this AM. Delivery partners in California will have access to an earnings guarantee for time delivering with Amazon Flex and payment of vehicle expenses. So obviously this is all because of the special California rules. Every 14 days, your delivery time will be added together, and Amazon will multiply the total by 120% of the local minimum wage. On top of that, we will add a 30-cent per mile vehicle expense payment. This total figure will be considered your earnings guarantee for time delivering with Amazon Flex and payment of vehicle expenses. We'll consider delivery overtime for you for your scheduled block February 1:30 to 6 p.m. in the next 14-day earnings guarantee calculation period. If Amazon paid you less than your earnings guarantee, will automatically pay the difference overtime adjustment in your March 11, 2022 invoice deposit. So that's kind of interesting that they at least have a process for it.
Yeah, the equation is like you need a mathematician to figure it out. So I didn't know this was Prop 22 stuff, but
it must be because that's the minimum wage thing.
Yeah, it is. God, that must be a pain in the ass to figure out. Like, every 14 days, your time will be added together, and then you get 120%. I'm like, I don't know. I think John is in California, and I think he gets Prop 22 payments, and I don't know. I wonder if it's worth it, though. You know what I mean? Like, would you rather have the Prop 22, or would you rather just be independent? Now, I know.
Well, it's what they've been fighting for.
I know,
they got what they wanted, right?
Yeah, I know. I'd just be curious how much extra these guys are actually getting paid. Because of the Prop 22.
And are they getting all the things they wanted? Are they also getting benefits and all that shit, right?
No, it's kind of a balance. So,
Dustin!
So this is, we talked about this on the radio show, and it's kind of old news, but when you podcast twice a month, that's going to happen. This is from uberlyftdrivers.com, which we can't thank him enough. There's a new bill in the state of Washington guaranteeing ride-hailing workers new benefits passed by the Washington State House on Wednesday. It was backed by an unlikely partnership, Uber, Lyft, and the Teamsters Local 117 union. The bill represents a compromise between these parties that solidifies benefits such as paid sick time, workman's comp, process to appeal account deactivations, and protection against retaliation, but also classifies employees as independent contractors. So it's a weird kind of thing. You got
it's a best of both worlds, maybe.
Yeah, you got the Teamsters in there who's pro-union, and it's just kind of the best of both worlds. But what's interesting is the article says it also classifies employees as independent contractors, but we're not employees.
But here's the thing, though. The big key is that, and the big reason why Uber and Lyft needs us to continue to be contract workers is the whole tax. Right. So if we're employees, they have to pay our half of FICA.
Yeah, and Social Security.
Right.
And those kind of things.
Exactly. So their tax liability is much higher if we are employees.
Right.
And so that's why it's beneficial for us to not be employees. For them.
Yeah. Drivers also express the benefits in Washington bill are not robust enough. Workers would only accrue paid sick leave when a passenger is in the car about 50% of their working time. Well, I mean, that's when you're working. You're not working when there's no passenger in the car. I mean, I guess I think they should pay them when you're driving to the passenger.
Right.
But once you drop them off, that time should stop. Like if you're just driving around waiting for rides, that's not on them to pay you sick time.
This whole thing about, they need to get rid of that system.
What?
The period 1, 2, and 3 system.
Well, that doesn't really have to do with pay, but
Well, it is.
Well, it has to do with insurance.
Well, it has to do with this too. They're saying they will only pay while somebody. You only accrue sick time while there's somebody in your car on the app.
Yeah,
that's period 2.
It's true. Yeah.
No, wait, that's.
No, I think that's period 3.
Yeah, that's
period 1. You're
yes.
off. You're just driving around. Period 2, you're on your
Yep.
way to pick somebody up. Period 3, there's someone in the car.
Right.
That thing. But anyways, Steve said, yeah, but somewhere in the equation is how do Teamsters get paid because they ain't doing it for free. You're damn right they ain't doing it for free.
Right.
Someone's getting paid somewhere, and
probably just the highest Teamster getting paid there.
Of course. All right, yes, well, let's talk about Beer Fest.
Let's talk about Beer Fest. So this is a local driver in Grand Rapids, and he posted after having driven almost 9 hours that he had the best day in a very long time, 8 hours and 40 minutes, and made $399.70. So basically $400 thanks to the Beer Fest, a pub crawl downtown. Had great searches and awesome tips as well. Two times in the 3 tip series. Great day, and people were awesome and gave great tips. So that's awesome. It was great to hear, Tim, that you had a good night, good day, if you will. Jason and I were kind of talking about that. I mean, you are still averaging $45 an hour, so absolutely nothing to be negative about. But it just feels like Beer Fest in the past were about twice as good as this. Maybe one time, 1.5 times.
Yeah, probably like 1.5.
But at least it's coming back, possibly.
Yeah, Matt says Beer Fest was great. I don't know. To me, don't get me wrong, and this is nothing against him. He just happened to post it. Like it has nothing to do with him. But it just feels like 400 isn't enough for 8 hours. But I guess if you compare it to what it's been lately, yes. I
mean, the last Beer Fest I remember, I made 700.
Yeah.
And I probably drove 9 hours too, because that's usually what I did. But
yeah, it's just changed so much, and I don't know if it's just because it's.
But I also had the comfort vehicle.
Oh, is that shit? Probably that thing ain't comfort anymore, is it?
Hey, shh! Don't tell them.
You're a blue bitch like me now. So Matt says it's been a struggle hitting $200 a day the past few months. Yeah, it's a rough time right now. My goal is 150. It always is. Now.
I only work like an hour and a half too.
Whatever. I've been working till like 2:00 every day. Like, frick that. I do
start at 11:30.
No, like 8:30. I do remember though, in November, December, I was having like $300-$400 days with Amazon and Walmart. Like Amazon the rates were insane. They were 50 or 60. What did you say?
They were dope.
I never heard you say that before. I'd say that. They were like $50 or $60 an hour. Like I had never seen them that high. So I was making $350 a day sometimes with those Amazon routes. But yeah, that's gone. But I'm back to work in 18 days. So real quick. Oh, I forgot about our ad. I just want to talk about, since it's kind of tax season right now, is one of our sponsors is Hurdler. You need to sign up for this. You need to be tracking miles. There's so many posts I see on especially the DoorDash groups. Hey, does DoorDash have my miles? Because they will send out a mile report, but I'm like, those aren't accurate, and those are only your on delivery miles. There's you can track everything, and it's amazing how many people don't realize that your mileage deduction is your biggest deduction.
Right.
I mean,
right.
It is.
So I was following a thread 2 days ago, again, because of old taxes.
Stop playing with your cord. I caught you again.
Sorry.
You need a fidget spinner.
Stop playing. Okay, so So I was following a thread on Facebook where they were talking about taxes and miles and stuff like that. And somebody was claiming that you can only deduct the miles that's on your app. And that is absolute bullcrap.
Yeah.
That is not correct. Any mile driven while you are on app is a business mile.
Yeah, I mean, when I get up and I get an order for Walmart,
right,
it starts from when I leave the house and I go to Walmart. I mean, I'm not going to Jimmy John's.
You have to somehow get to Walmart.
Right.
And that is also,
Yeah.
Now, when you are a contract worker, that's how it is because you start your work from home. That's where you work. Now, if you are a salesperson and your headquarters is, work.
Yeah.
Then no, you do not get paid to drive from home to work because that's your work.
Yes.
But as a contract worker, your office is your home.
Yeah.
So that's why you also get paid at beginning to and from where you need to work.
Yeah.
That's just how it is.
And,
so any miles.
Yeah, and Matt says mileage makes it so you don't pay. It's true. Like there's
Right.
people that aren't claiming miles. Now, don't lie about it. Yeah,
No.
Can you get away with a little bit of fudge in the numbers? Of course. They're not going to be able to figure it out. But, if you put on you drove 100,000 miles and you made 10 grand on gig work, there's going to be some red flags there, So
and by the way, you're not going to get the 90,000 paid out.
No, but I know
you're never going to get more out than your tax liability is.
Yes, those numbers were just came in my head, but
there's people out there thinking that they're going to get that money paid out.
Yeah, and it sounds funny to us, but I see some of the comments in those groups. I'm like, they don't know what the fuck they're talking about. But yeah, download Hurdler. You can sign up with our link in the description. Obviously, it helps us because they're part of our show. And they have a premium version. I think it's like $5 to $8 a month, but it does automatic tracking, business expenses. You can, there are some things you can write off on top of the mileage. Not a ton, but. Right. Cell phone bill and
exactly, and your home office and that kind of stuff as well. And then when you have it organized that way, and you take all those things to an accountant, he will thank you as well.
Oh yeah,
because it'll be a lot better organized.
Right.
So absolutely.
Yep. Download the app. We appreciate Hurdler wanting to work with us.
Absolutely.
All right. Oh, here's another one. We're talking about. I labeled it as DoorDash death. So his comment with Celestino B. Whoa, Jesper, you just pulled the camera down.
Uh-oh.
Your foot. My God. What the fuck?
Whoops. Oh, that was me. We are pros tonight.
I saw it bump a little bit. Oh, hold on. Did I set it up okay?
No, you got to move it a little bit.
I got to move it a little bit.
Sorry, guys. My fault.
No, you're good.
I'm playing with my feet.
You just caught the cord. Is it good?
Yeah, it's good.
Oh, my gosh.
Woo. Now you can see your whole stomach and everything. This is good.
Welcome to the not first too podcast. Far the other way.
You both need a few. Yeah, that's good. That's good.
What are we, rookies? I don't think.
Well, apparently, Mark thinks this is welcome to our first podcast.
Dude, I don't think that's ever happened.
I know.
I think my dogs caught the cord and brought it by you, and you. Oh, that was so freaking funny. Anyways, okay, back to this one. Driver says, waiting on them. Thank you, buddy. Appreciate it very much. $15 for a melted milkshakes are ridiculous, right? Absolutely. Coming as fast as I can. Sorry, I'm a bit picky. I'm passing away in the next few weeks trying to enjoy something. It's okay. I understand. Be there in 2 minutes. I see some of the weirdest shit on DoorDash comments. Why would you say that? I feel bad for the person, but that's passing away, if that's even true. But it's why put that?
You don't know, right? But people write whatever the hell they want.
Yeah, but why would you enjoy a melted milkshake if you're passing away? I would be I don't know. It's just kind of weird. So
I know.
Anyways, whew, that was exciting.
Hey, I'm just making it more exciting here.
All right, you want to preface this video as we're wrapping up here? This is the
delivery driver in Detroit.
Okay, we see this a lot. This is an Amazon driver But we all have this frustration with addresses, and so we're gonna play this.
This is funny.
Don't you just love it when they don't have no address on their crib? They can buy this expensive ass fucking Ring camera, but can't get no damn letters on their damn address. Ain't that some shit? Got this expensive ass car, can't get no fucking letters on your fucking address. That shit, wow.
Well, that was.
There's one more.
Is it one?
Everybody else got address.
That camera picked up that audio pretty
I know,
good.
The Ring cam picks up audio pretty nice.
So you just saw that guy's last day as an Amazon worker, because you know that one got sent to his boss. But it's so true. It's so frustrating. GPS does make it a ton easier.
Sure.
If you slow down enough, the GPS usually will put it right on the house. But it's so frustrating. Honestly, we do not have addresses on our house, but we have nice ones on our mailbox. Like, you can definitely see. But when you pull up and see houses with no mailbox addresses, it's ridiculous. So I feel that guy. I feel his pain. Probably shouldn't have set it to a Ring cam, so he's going to get his fucking ass fired. But, yeah.
Unless it was a setup.
Nah, no one ever believes that shit anymore. Everyone's so skeptical of that. I don't think it was a setup, honestly.
Oh, maybe.
All right.
This one is funny.
If you live in, it says, meanwhile in California, this is a horse with a DoorDash bag on it. I don't think they were actually delivering for DoorDash. This is where I think this is fake. They probably are just using the bag.
No, it's fake.
But why is there a horse? Like, where are they? It looks like a relatively busy city area. Like,
I know.
He's just tied up. Oh, there is somebody standing there, I think. Yeah, now that I see it. But God, it would be funny if that's what he was doing. Damn.
He's the mounted DoorDash.
Cheaper
than gas. That is true.
Oh, John's an expensive ass car too. I know. I think it was a Porsche in the driveway, so it was a nice car. Larry, that's because of gas prices. All right, last one here, and this one's just Jesper didn't get it right away, and that's okay.
Well, it's because I didn't think it was very funny.
Well, it is funny. You gonna read it?
No, you
All
can
right.
take it.
Your order, okay, so it's a picture, they hung the order on the door handle, okay? So the picture is the order on the door handle, right? And it says your order was dropped off. Please refer to this photo where your dasher provided to see where it was left. It's not there. Didn't you read my instructions? So what's happening here is each time the customer is opening the door, they can't see the order. Like if they open it fast, I bet it would bang or whatever. But if they open it slow, they're opening the door, they're looking, they're not seeing, they're closing it. It's not there. So I guess as a dasher, I like your initiative to keep it off the ground, but the customer's not going to be able to see it when the door opens out.
No, I understand. But he says, didn't you read my instructions?
Yeah. Well, clearly he didn't do the instructions right, whatever those were. But it doesn't show anything more from that. That's all I saw from Reddit. So, but yeah, I guess if you're a dasher or a delivery driver, don't hang it on the door handle and try to be nice. So
stand it in the puddle.
In the puddle, yeah. I see so many people complaining, why did you leave my food on the ground? Where the fuck do you want me to put it? There's nothing around. What do you want me to do? You say no contact, and leave a chair out here.
Remember the one what was that? There was one video somebody put a pizza in the pile of snow because they didn't clean up.
Yes. I love the balls on that person because I don't think I could do it. I would just truck through the snow, but I love that they did that. So
at least have the decency to clear up your snow so the driver can come in and make a path.
I don't really care that much. They're ordering food delivery, so they don't want to go outside, so they don't want to shovel their driveway. I'm honestly not expecting someone to shovel their path if they order.
But you're expecting a tip then?
Well, yeah. I always expect a tip, or I always give a tip. But I'm sorry, it's winter in Michigan. Obviously, if they let it build up and it's 3 feet deep, that's a little ridiculous. But if there's a little 4 or 5 inches of snow and it was fresh snow too. That picture, It had just snowed. The guy's supposed to run out because that defeats the whole purpose of sitting on your fat ass and getting food delivered to your house. So. Mark says, I have both a chair and a wicker bench on my porch, and my deliveries are still left on the ground. Really? When I see a chair, I immediately put it on a chair or anything around it. Like, why leave it on the ground if you don't have to?
Right.
And plus, it's less. They don't have to bend down to pick it up. And it's not as cold.
I thought you liked bend it over.
No. Mad disrespectful.
Sorry, I couldn't help myself.
No, it's great. I love your jokes tonight. You've done well.
Thank you so much.
Matt says, I don't read instructions. After all they hand it to me in the instructions, leave it on the door. Better believe I'm not going to ring it. So that's interesting. That as we're wrapping up, that brings up a good question. Do you knock or ring every time? I used to be a knocker and a ringer but I find that people, I see a lot of messages don't knock and ring. I don't know. What's your thought on that?
No, I mean, I would knock or ring, definitely.
Really? If no matter the delivery, you'd knock?
Well, I think if the instructions specifically said don't knock, then I wouldn't, right?
Yeah, of course. Matt says depends on the tip. It actually does depend on the tip.
Well, the reasoning behind knocking on the door is you don't want it out there sitting out there for 10, 15 minutes and get cold.
Right. And so that's why I always used to do it. But then I saw a lot of people, when I say I saw a lot of people, not my customers, but on the groups, like, why are you doing that? They get notifications in the app. See, Laura doesn't knock or ring for food deliveries. I mean, they get a notification on their phone. I mean, what else do they want?
But half the time they don't watch the phone.
I know. I go back and forth. Yeah, Mark says I'd say 75% of the time, no knock. Yeah, I say when I get it too, they never knock, ever. So I don't know. I'm torn.
I don't order very much.
Laura says for medicine deliveries. So interesting. So for groceries, when I deliver Walmart Spark, there's a place in the app to send them an actual SMS message. Right. So I do that because it's food. But I guess I would. I don't know. If there was an option to do it outside of app, I guess I would do it on DoorDash, but there isn't. It's all in app. It's not outside app. So, anyways. John said that I've stopped knocking. I used to knock, but I had a few people didn't like it. Yeah, I do see at least once or twice a week, I do see a note that says, please don't knock or ring the bell. A lot of babies are sleeping. Dogs barking. My crazy ass dogs.
Right.
You knock on the door and shit's going to drop. So, all right, I got to end this stream. Yesper's fading fast.
No, I'm good.
He's got two.
I'm all out.
He drank 2 of those, y'all. One before the show, and that's gone. So he's going to be peeing a lot. So I appreciate y'all. I thank you very much.
It's been fun tonight.
It is.
It's a good show.
John said you had some great jokes. John is your biggest fan anyways.
I know.
So thanks, Matt, for joining the live stream. Steve, Laura, Mark, John, late. Who else? We had Gary on. Thank you. Dustin, Tom. Thank you. Yeah. Jerry with his wasp spray. You know, when I first read that, I read it as WAP. You know, the song. I'm like, I carry WAP spray. I'm like, you carry pussy spray?
Well, that might help too.
I guess if it's not a clean one.
Emotional damage.
All right, guys. On that note, we're out. Have a great night.
Guys, have a good
sorry,
night,
Janet. Oh no, Janet's on here. I said the P word. I'm sorry, Janet. Pretend you didn't hear that. I'm sorry. Love you. Bye. She's like my mom.